motherhood is a miracle.
Yes, it is.
And mothers are my favorite people. My mom is my favorite person on the planet. Whenever I tell her that, she you know how moms are. She goes, "Oh, you know, would you please reconsider that? You know, just the sweetest, the best human to ever walk the planet." So I get that you were driven. You know, mothers have a job that is just kind of glossed over often.
Right.
You know what mothers do to bring life into the world and then protect that life.
And I had my babies at home.
Did you?
My husband's as a police officer here in Plano, and he caught both our kids. We had them at home. Yeah,
what's going on there?
I'm crazy.
You're crazy.
I'm crazy. I've been an athlete my whole life, and so I didn't want to do the typical, you know. When I didn't want to go to the hospital because I'm not real, I don't like them, you know, so it kind of was like, this felt normal to me. And so I always tell people, I'm like, this is what I wanted to do. I don't expect other people to do it. They think it's crazy or whatever, but it's what I wanted to do. I wanted to have control over the situation. I knew that it was a muscle that I was just going to, you know, open up like a muscle that, you know, like if you hold a bicep, you know, for like a long time, that's exhausting.
Yeah,
it's the same thing with when you're having a baby, and so I thought of it more like a marathon.
So this wasn't an accident.
No.
You planned this to have in-home births.
Yes. I had the best midwife in the world, and it was amazing. And I just
good for you.
This is random. I didn't expect.
No, that's very counterculture. I love it. That's awesome.
Oh yeah, and so and everyone in his family thought I was nuts, you know. And of course, you know, he's a normal kid growing up in Texas, right?
Sure.
So they're like, "You're crazy," you know. But then when they experienced it, they're like, "This was actually really cool." And you know, I went to IHOP, my first one. I was like, "I'm hungry and I'm having contractions," and she's like, "Oh, it's your first one. You got a while." So I'm in IHOP. I'm eating pancakes. I'm like, I think because I handle pain really well, and so. And now there's a story I'll tell you off this that my husband had to go through with me, and I was bleeding internally because I had like an ectopic pregnancy later on in life, and he was like stops at Starbucks because he didn't realize the pain I was in because I don't really show it, and I was bleeding internally. We didn't know what was going on.
Damn,
it was major, and so when we get there, they're like, "You got to get back, stat. You know, we got to get you in and all this stuff." And the doc's like, "Oh, you got Starbucks?" He's like, "Yeah, man." He's like, "I thought we were gonna be sitting in an emergency room, you know." I didn't know she was this bad.
You're slowly dying in the passenger seat.
It's so good, right?
Wow.
But, you know, he's like, "Well, I got to get coffee. You know how emergency rooms are. We'll be there forever." So, anyways, I'm all over the place with this, but I don't remember what we were saying about the birth
we
now.
We were just talking about, you just said, I'm not doing the hospital
I'm at IHOP down the road. And so I'm like, I think we need to get back home. I called me. I'm like, I think these are closer than they should be. And she was like, yeah, we need to, I'm headed over. And she gets there and she's like, oh, you're good, you know, and then she waits for contraction to be over. And then she checks me and she's like, we're fixing to have a baby, you know? And I was like, oh, so let's do this, you know? So it wasn't that big of a deal.